How far are those rocks in SOAS?
What am I going to tell you about fucking bear crawl?
It's, yeah, you don't know. It could be anything.
What am I going to fucking tell you? All right, folks, so you got selected for SOAS and you want to know the real deal, Holyfield. Let me tell you, folks, had a good conversation with my man, dropped a lot of nuggets in there. Take a listen to this video. If you still have more questions, reach out, man. SOAS ain't a gentleman's game no more, man. It's a bunch of pirates, straight up MMA dudes, just out there murdering cats, trying to become officers in the United States Navy SEAL teams. But if you go out there with the right amount of volume and you go out there with the right mindset, you got a chance to get selected. Hope you enjoy this video. How many miles a week do you have to run before you go to SOAS?
35, 50.
You'll not graduate. You won't get selected on 30 to 45 miles a week. They've taken SOAS to the utmost of savagery at this point. SOAS is harder than SEAL training is. And so you have to show up in SOAS shape, which is world-class condition for long-term endurance, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to have so much fucking volume. The numbers I'm going to say is 55 miles a week to 60 miles a week, fucking 20,000 meters a day in the pool, 20,000 meters a week. So basically 5 times 25,000 meters, 25,000 meters in the pool. You're going to have to do assault bike for 3 times a week. You got to ruck. You got to do all this stuff, but it equates to about 7 to 8 hours of activity a day. Because here's the deal. You have to outperform other creatures. SOAS ain't a place where you just show up and you perform and you get selected. You have to outperform savages.
Right.
Okay? You're coming from OCS. The Naval Academy dudes got the shit dialed in. All they're doing is working out for 3 months straight. Going to SOAS. I got 3 dudes going this year from the academy. Okay. So the biggest problem that you don't have a frame of reference of what you're about to get into. Okay. Google SOCOM athlete. It's on Instagram. Sign up to go to one of the hell days. If you don't go out there, you have no idea. Like, you don't know how to quantify how you're doing. Unless you're a big time wrestler, it's hard to show up out there and just crush it. Because I'll give you an example. Here's 2 exercises that killed some motherfuckers that went out there last year. Okay? The mile bear crawl caused one of my dudes to just have a nervous breakdown. I was just like, are you kidding me? He's like, I was just so hard. Like, I should have did more bear crawls. I'm like, bro, sometimes you have to gut out whatever the fuck it is they got you doing. Yeah. You can't prepare for everything they're going to have you do out there. He was like, oh, man, I just felt if I would have did bear crawls. I'm like, you fucking missing the point, bud. Like, bear crawls got somebody, all right? And then the lack of volume got 4 of them. Volume of activity. Okay. Total and body encompassing volume. Swimming, running, assault bike, bicycling, rucking, fucking walking, like volume. That's where motherfuckers they're not taking it seriously. So you need a couple months of just straight fucking massive volume to get ready to go for the 1 week deal. And so do you have the PDF?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll email you the PDF. I'm going to email you both PDFs. Okay, this is what I'm going to tell you. You do the running and the rucking on the Army PDF, and you do all the swimming on the Navy PDF.
That rucking, I can just take a backpack and throw some weight in there.
I would tell you, go buy an Alice pack. Buy exactly what you're going to be training with, bro. Let me ask you this. Do you want to be a SEAL officer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you have 1 fucking 2-week period to take a shot at it. You're not going to get another shot. You heard my motto, be 400% prepared?
Yep.
Okay, so that includes, you better buy some rocket fins, some booties. You're going to be finning a lot. You're going to be doing all that shit because when you get out there, you're going to be going up against 30 Naval Academy dudes that are fucking fire-breathing dragons.
Yep.
Okay? That's the mark you got to beat. I think it's a great thing. I tell everybody, like, back in the day, man, there was only 5 OCS builds a year. Now there's 15 to 18. You got a chance, but you can't not show up and outperform people. Okay? My couple of dudes that selected last year murdered SOAS. You're better off, and you can make this decision, you're better off going next summer after you're done than you are taking a half-ass shot this summer. Because you're not going to get another shot at SOAS for the most part. They're not going to let you retread. Okay? So you might have to think about whether or not you need to fucking just say, hey, listen, I got to do this over here. I'm going to reapply next year. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Either that or you got to live with the consequence. All right. What kind of questions you got?
Yeah, so my questions were all going to be based around the stuff that I didn't know about, like the bear. I knew about it, but like the specifics of it. So that mile bear crawl, and then
So listen, that's not the point. Don't get hung up in a mile bear crawl. Okay. Yeah. They may make you do a mile crab walk. They may make you do a mile buddy drag. You can't get wrapped up in whatever it is. This ain't some shit you can just go train for. Okay. Yeah. You can't go train for the events. I'm gonna tell you this. So last SOAS, right? So the Naval Academy dudes, they know everything, right? They know everything down to the day for the most part. Okay. Because there's so many, there's 70 of them going, 60 of them going to SOAS every year, right? Yeah. So they got the whole cheat code block. So the middle block last SOAS, they didn't do anything that was on the schedule that they had from the Naval Academy. They got a bunch of dudes from the Naval Academy to quit. They didn't select a bunch of dudes, but they basically, like, it's special operations. Like, they know how to fucking play fuck games, right? So that's why I tell you, don't sit here and, oh, I heard bear crawl. I'm going to go be a champ at bear crawling. No, that's not the answer. The answer is to go there in world-class physical condition and be able to handle anything they give you. And this ain't one of them systems you can game. You either going to go out there and shit stomp it and get selected, or you're not.
Yeah.
And then you can go enlist if you want to. Fucking, I had a dude quit last year. I didn't think he should have went anyway, but that was.
I heard if you DOR, you're not even allowed to go to buds.
So the Army has that policy, right? And it looks like the Navy's taking that policy now. Okay. I haven't heard that specifically, but I know if you DOR at buds, you're not getting to go back. A bunch of dudes are mad about the little video I got out about the swimmers and the runners. And I'm just like, look, man, either you got the grit necessary to be successful out there or you don't.
That's the thing with me. Like, I know you said you had guys in the past swimming some crazy shit in 5 minutes and stuff like that. You don't know me. Like, I can say whatever I want, but personally, I ain't the quitting type. It's the competition that I have to do as much as I can to keep up with.
That's exactly why I wanted to get you on a call. So there were some people out at Buds, and there was a female out at SOAS last year. That female, because I had 3 dudes in the same class, lapped one of my guys 3 times in the ruck run. Okay. Wow. Apparently, she got lapped 5 times by the fastest dude. The kid that was talking to me, he was one of my schmo dudes. He couldn't understand why he didn't get selected. And I said, listen, man, the second you got lapped by a female in SOAS was the second you were not getting selected. I said, how many other people got lapped? Nobody. It's okay then. Another dude I had he got to a limit and he just said, I couldn't give out anymore, Jake. I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, okay. And that's the facts. You have to temper putting out, keeping up, and then excelling. Because if you jump out the gate and you try to beat everybody and you ain't got the gas to beat everybody, then you ain't going to make it to Tuesday, Wednesday. And that's why I'm saying, like, the volume has to just be astronomical. Because you got to be in bud shape. Like, everybody's asking me, you need a resting heart rate of 35 or lower. You can't hide from that resting heart rate.
Yeah.
So your resting heart rate, sleep, you wake up in the morning, you check your Fitbit or your Apple Watch, you look at it, that mug says 43, you know you ain't ready yet.
Yeah. That's actually exactly what I'm at, 43.
And I would expect you to be somewhere between 43, 47, you know what I'm saying, doing what you do. You just got to watch out for overuse injuries.
So that rock, first of all, you said it's called an Atlas pack?
Alice pack.
Alice pack. That's probably in the PDF, but how much weight in there?
So I would tell you need to get up to 55, 60 pounds. And you got to be able to run with it, which you're not going to have no problem.
Yeah, I was running with a 55 this morning, but it's a vest.
So listen, the vest is going to be fine. If you got a 55-pound vest, that'll be all right.
How far are those rocks in SOAS?
What am I going to tell you about fucking bear crawl?
Yeah, you don't know.
What am I going to fucking tell you? Don't try to get ready for an event.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
Okay, do you know what fuck games are?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a week of fuck games. You know where they get the most people to quit? This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. You're going to run until 5 people quit. Okay. Motherfuckers start quitting.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the other one. I always told myself, you're running towards the compound. I am never, ever going to stop at the compound, ever. Yeah. They would get people to quit. We'd run to the compound. They'd say, form up. We'd form up. They'd say, okay, now we're going for another run. We're running to the fence and back. If no one quits, 4 people would quit. Yeah. You may not ruck at all, but my guess is you're probably going to have 2, 3 hour, 4 hour ruck. You may have a ruck on the whole time you're there. You're going to have to pass a 4-mile time run and a 2-mile time swim. And it might be at the end of the week when you're dead exhausted. A bunch of dudes didn't pass the PST when they first got there, which is asinine to me. What other questions you got?
Yeah, that was it. Mainly, I want to get on your PDF and hear what you had to say about the mileage.
So you're not really going to be on a PDF. You're going to be on it, but like the running part, what was your general 1.5 mile time? General.
That for me.
General, what was it? 9s, 9:30, 8:30?
Yeah, 9s.
So you just got to fix that, right? The transition from taking the PST to get there and going and being successful is a combination of, if you're fast enough, you do minimal speed work, you just do a lot of volume. If you're not fast enough, you add some speed work, but you're doing so much volume that you should naturally run faster. You're going to do stride length every day. Stride length helps you run faster. You're going to do rucking, right? Like the rucking thing it is what it is. You get used to running with 55 pounds, 60 pounds. You can run with 55, 60 pounds for a while. The better you do, the better you're going to be. Just heed my warning. Do not go out there if you're not ready. You're going to have a college degree. I'm not going to sit here and tell you just to go enlist to get there. Yeah. I think the risk is just too great.